Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the lesson is path of least resistance. So as much as we're wanting to live in abundance, and abundance is all different to different people. That could be money flowing in. It could be an amazing relationship. It could also be, your health. You want to have more vitality and energy within yourself. Whatever abundance is for you, we're also wanting at the same time, we're wanting to live in that path of least resistance, living in that life of peace as we know it, ease and flow and happiness. And when we look at the actual path of least resistance in our life, we can compare it to water. We can also compare it to electricity. We can compare it to ourselves of what we actually do in regards to what's going to be easier for us in our life. So when we notice when there's water, so that the water will just flow in one direction. I've never seen water go upstream. It's always just flowing in the path of least resistance. It just eases its way over the boulders. It just eases its way to get to where it needs to go. And so electricity is exactly the same. When you click on the electricity, it's going to flow down the wire, not because the electricity likes wires, it's just that the wire is part of least resistance. It will just follow. Whether it be water or electricity or ourselves, energy will always flow because it's all energy. Energy will always flow in the path of least resistance because many times we're heading towards our end result, what it is that we're creating, our new manifestation, our new creation, joy, money, relationships. It could be maybe you're looking to live a more fulfilling, purposeful life. And as we go towards that end result of what we're wanting, we may find ourselves doing things that aren't moving directly towards the end result. So our end result, that's what we're wanting. Although we find ourselves doing other things away from what it is that we're wanting. When we find ourselves doing other things, we think that there's something that we need to change about ourselves, something that we need to see, something that we need to be. And this is such an interesting thing to think about. Because if you think about water flowing down a riverbanks, and there's stones and there's boulders and there's all these things, the water is just going to flow in and out around, following the path, perhaps maybe the water before, and we know where that water is going to end up. Now, if we want the water to go somewhere else, well, we don't sit there telling the water, hey, water, you've got to go over here. What do we do in regards to ourselves? In a way, we need to sort of change the riverbanks. So we need to build a dam if we're looking at the water, because if we tell the water, hey, water, flow over there to the right, it's not going to work. We need to give direction to the river. So then the river, the water, will go down a different direction. It's exactly the same as us. So if we're flowing in one way, and you remember that you're an energy source, your creative energy flowing one way, there needs to be a change. Your success is not personal. It's just the structure, right? And if you're not flowing where you need to get to, it's because of the structure that you're in. That's your number one problem. It's not because of you specifically, because remember, you are just made up of all your beliefs. What happens is from those beliefs, that's where you make decisions from your current reality. Then what will happen is that you're going to find yourself swimming upstream. It's not even a different direction of the river by building a dam or a boulder to guide the water. It's actually you're going to be swimming upstream, and it's going to be a struggle. So these decisions that are creating, the structure creates your focus. The focus is really, really important. Being aware of the assumptions and the decisions you've made around the stories. It's all the beliefs that create that way. And that's where all of your energy is going to flow in whatever structure you're actually in. The assumption is that for say, healing is hard. Then the energy flow is you're going to know that healing your body is hard. If the assumption is that relationships are difficult and that you're never going to find a soul partner and you're okay being on your own, whatever assumptions you have, the energy is going to flow in that direction that you are moving through. It's the structure that you're in.